Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Helldivers 2 video. Today we have some Galactic War updates as well as a brand new war bond to go over, but let's start with the war updates. Unfortunately, we have some bad news. The last major order to take back 5 planets from the automatons has failed. The valiant sacrifice of millions of our most well-trained and brave heroes was not enough to pry free the collectivist death grip on our stolen worlds. This is a bit nuts because I logged in the other day, it was about 1 day, 14 hours left, and we only had 2 planets left to take, so I'm very surprised that we weren't able to do this. Usually we're pretty good about getting these major orders done when it's to take 5 planets or whatever it is. So I'm very surprised we failed that one. However, we have a new major order to go over. High Command has ordered an efficacy review of the currently available mine stratagems. To enable this review, the Helldivers are ordered to kill or dismantle the targeted number of Liberty's enemies. If the targeted number is not reached, High Command will specifically authorize the urgent addition of anti-tank mines to the Helldivers repertoire. If the targeted number of enemies are eliminated, then the currently available mine stratagems will be deemed sufficient and no additions will be authorized at this time. So this one's a bit of a weird one. We have to kill 1.5 billion enemies. We're currently at 6.7% with 3 days and 7 hours left. And this is to determine whether the mine stratagems are actually useful. Now, obviously there's been jokes about the mines and especially the anti-tank mines that we constantly failed to get. So I forward this question to you lot. Do we just fail the major order on purpose? Very interested to hear your thoughts on this one, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this major order. Should we purposely fail this one? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's move on to the war bond. Freedom's Flame. And this is, as the name suggests, very flame fire based. We're going to be getting 2 new armor sets, 2 new primary weapons as well as a secondary weapon, new patterns for our shuttle, hellpod and exosuits, a new perk, new banners, 2 new capes, and of course emotes and victory poses as usual, as well as a new player title. Let's start off with the weapons. The weapons we'll be getting is the SG-451 Cookout, which is a shotgun that fires a spray of incendiary pellets. The second is the Flam 66 Torture. This one looks super interesting to me. It's a flamethrower primary weapon. It's a smaller version of the actual flamethrower stratagem, but this can be equipped as a standard primary weapon. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of friendly fire incidents with this thing, but when I saw this in the trailer, I was actually very surprised. So it's very cool that we're getting this, but not only that, we're getting basically a handheld version of that as the secondary weapon. The P72 Crisper is a handheld flamethrower sidearm that works over short distances. So honestly, if you wanted, you could go entirely flamethrower based. You could have this Flam 66, you could equip the Torture, the Crisper, and the flamethrower stratagem, and just go to town burning everything. On bugs, this thing is going to be nuts. For the armor, we're getting the I-09 Heat Seeker, which grants 75% damage resistance to fire. Finally, we're getting fire resistance on armor. People have been asking that for a long time now. Don't worry, guys, we're getting it with this new war bond. And then the heavier looking set of armor also gives you the same passive, grants 75% damage resistant to fire. Obviously, one's just lighter, one's heavy. The booster we're getting is also very interesting. We're getting the Firebomb Hellpods, which causes Hellpods to ignite the area they land in, causing hazardous terrain for enemies. And of course, if you land on top of your friend, they're probably going to burn too. Then obviously we're getting player banners and capes to match the new armor sets. But not only that, we're getting some new skins and patterns for the Pelican, the Hellpod, and the Exosuit. These look very interesting. I'm probably still going to stick with my Viper Commando patterns, just because I prefer the jungle patterns. But these look cool nonetheless. I'm glad we're getting more of these. We're obviously getting new emotes and victory poses, like I said, and we're also getting the Fire Safety Officer player title, which comes with its own little orange logo, which looks very cool. So honestly, this one doesn't look too bad. I think finally the war bonds are starting to get more interesting. The Viper Commando one was definitely the best one we've had so far, but this one I reckon is a close second, honestly. So I'm hoping that this continues, that the war bonds continue to be actually decent. Hopefully the weapons aren't underpowered and they are balanced. Really keen to see how everything works, especially those flamethrower weapons. I'm gonna love seeing those against the bugs especially. So let me know in the comments down below whether you're gonna get the new war bond. What are you most excited for that's in the new war bond? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Helldivers 2 content. Become a member today if you want to get early access to videos and live streams. And thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!